anybody that's getting in a family business, what advice would you give them?
I would say just go through the steps, learn everything, demonstrate, graduate from every department before you can become that person. You can't be that person because the employees will not respect you if they know that you don't know their job. If I can come in, like in financial aid, and demonstrate to you I know the rules, I know how to get in, I know how to do this, I know how to do that, and others say, okay, you're someone that can coach me. But how dare you coach me when you don't know
You
what
have
you're doing?
credibility because you
Yeah.
know that position. You know the things that go behind it. You know how to ask the right questions.
Because everybody always thinks that a child from an owner doesn't know anything, and they are just coming in because they have been given that position and not earned it. But when you demonstrate to them that you've earned it, you've worked, you know their job, you're showing them that, now you're a mentor. Now they're going to look up to you and they're going to follow you. So, yes, we can. The biggest mistake any owner can make is just to give their child a title.
Well, it doesn't matter on age. It
No.
matters of experience,
They-
of
they-
wanting to learn. Because I've hired people that are younger than some other employees we have that come in with higher energy, more enthusiasm, more foundation of their craft than somebody who's been doing it 15 years. And they're like, well, I've been in this business 15 years, I should make more. But you're not doing more. You're not even continuing to grow or educate.
Here's the mentality and the wrong mentality that people have. Times have changed. You don't get paid more just because you're hanging around longer, like a bat and doing nothing. You have to be producing something. So in today's world, that has changed. So people got to forget about that. I've been here, so I should be making way more. I know I do less. I'll tell you, when I was even there, I felt bad for an old lady in the lab. She was older, but people ran circles, and it just happens. But today's mentality has changed. You get paid for what you do,
For what you produce.
and you produce.
What you know.
So yes, I've been here 20 years, but I'm only peeling 3 lemons at a time.
Well, I think
got a
people
new
get
guy.
comfortable.
Yeah.
They get comfortable and they say, I'm going to stay right here. I don't need to go here. I don't need to go here, which is fine. But you can't expect that you're going to grow income-wise a lot bigger than somebody who's willing to go above and beyond.
I'm
the
going to
extra
go out and
steps.
say this on a whim. I know a lot of people are not going to like this, but that doesn't work for private entities. It does work for public entities because that's the mentality. If you do more, you can get. A lot of people don't do more. You know why? Because they have the mentality, in which I've learned, is you're paid based on your schooling, not what you do, not how good you are. You can be great. So let's say you have an associate and you're running numbers around all your bachelors, all your associates. Well, you'll never get past a certain pay while they're all making more than you, even though you're assisting in doing their job. That is a wrong mentality the state's got. In privatation, we're taking a different mentality. I'm sorry, but it's not like the way it used to be. Not because you've been here a long time. If you can produce for me, fine. If you
Well,
can't,
it doesn't
you
even
can't.
matter if they have a bachelor, a master's. You told me there's 3 reasons why you're going to hire somebody. And we say it all the time to
yeah.
people. What are the 3 reasons you would hire? Forget their schooling, their college. That doesn't matter.
I always give them the first 2 clues.
What are they?
I say, my first reason is attitude. What do you think is the next? And they come back with a lot of stuff. I go, that's great. Attitude, second reason. What do you think the third reason is? And they go, I think I'm catching on. Attitude? I go, you got it. It's all about your attitude. I want to do this. I want to help. I want to be part of a team. I want to grow with this place. Because if you're going to sit there just fighting things, like sometimes, the students that
No,
come
you
in.
can take
just-
anybody as long as they have a great attitude and
want to be.
passion and want to do it. You can teach them
Anything.
the position. You can teach them anything. And some people are like, "Well, I went to college. I did this." It doesn't matter. You don't have the attitude of wanting to grow or learn. You just want to be entitled, or you just want a title.
Yes.
Without earning
And becoming that-
title.
you
And
know
you
what?
got the wrong attitude.
I tell people, if you got those 3 attitudes, I've used this in the past. I don't know if it's correct, but I say, think of me as Michelangelo. You got that attitude, we can sculpt you into anything. Anything you want to be, that you want. So it's all about that attitude. If you don't have that, you can't make any changes.
And we've never ever looked at people, their race, their gender, their sexual
No.
preference, social economic background. We just looked at people who had heart.
Listen, you don't have to
passion.
show me the person. Show me just if you can guarantee me they can do the job and they can do it properly, I don't care if you're male, female, I don't care how old you are, I don't care what country you come from. You got to be able to, yes, communicate and speak English. That is, but that, and when we were children, we were taught that. We were taught that. Remember, my first friend, he was African American, and we had people come to the house to say, "Hey, do you realize who
That's your
son's
first
singing?"
friend when you moved to America?
Yeah, when I moved to
Okay.
America, because in Italy, we'd never seen an African American when I was there as a child. We never saw one. You were
Yeah.
about 4, I was 8. And I come here and it was cool. I liked them. We had the best time. But some lady had to come to the house and knock on the door. Won't say who, but it was a mother of a judge, believe it or not, saying to my mom, "Do you know who your son's hanging out with and he should be hanging out?" My mom said, "Get out of my house. Leave my property."
No, our parents were cool.
We were
they
taught right from the beginning
to love everybody, no matter what color, no matter what religion.
From the first
Mom
day.
and Dad invited everybody in the house, no matter who they were, and we were taught that. So we never saw color, we never saw religion. We just saw people.
Mom used to say, if you walk on the street and you see a quarter on the ground too, that's not yours. The owner will come back for it. Don't touch it. Leave it there. That's the way we were brought up. So, so when someone, one time I said, listen,
I found that quarter, by the way.
Oh, you found
Yeah,
that
I found
quarter.
it.
Okay.
No, I found it was mine.
It
So
was
the
yours.
owner
Okay.
did take it.
So you came back for it. But it's funny just how people think. But we were raised so differently. One time in school, because I care about education and I wanted them to concentrate, and I said to the reception, listen, please, that rap music, it's nothing but lyrics, because it's rap, right?
Well,
So-
it wasn't the rap. I think what you're talking about, because you're not
The
familiar with
lyrics.
it, it was gangster rap that
Yeah.
was supposed to be in a setting of calming, relaxing while you're getting your services.
Yeah, with no lyrics. I
And-
just meant music with no lyrics, and they
Lyrics.
thought I was prejudiced. And they said, why is Dr. G prejudiced? And I said, just because during an educational class, I don't want a music with words.
Well, it's not even being prejudiced. Some people have a preference of music.
Yeah.
And if that is your company and your company's policy is to play a certain genre, that's fine. We're not saying you can't play.
But people are always
rap,
gonna find that.
You can't play reggae. You can't play pop music. You can play whatever you want in your establishment or in your home. But if it's the owner's establishment, and you go to like Gap or you go to all these other stores, they have a certain genre they play.
Oh, and you know what? When it's the energetic music, I want to play that reggae. I want to play that, that lyrics and a rap and everything.
But it's got to be happy music.
Yes, happy music. But then when it's toned down and people are in classrooms, we need to put that light classical.
Well, because there are
whatever
those
back, or
songs that are very
technical.
vulgar and demeaning to women, to men, to a lot of
But
people.
right away
Well,
they
we
want to
don't
make it
do
a
that.
race. Even that, a lot of things. So I just don't pay attention to it because I know who I am.
Yeah.
I know that we were brought up when you're, and I look at a person as a human being. I love when the Dalai Lama said that. He actually said that one time, and he got up on a stage and he said, "I'm going to speak to you as one human."